Alright guys, I'm just going to do some shots and a few different ammos here and try it and getting ready to do one of No Pro's Slap and Steel challenge right here. So I can't remember. I think this gun shot really good with Ely if I remember right. I don't know. This is a CZ512 semi-automatic. It's a 22 LR. They quit making these in 2019. They still make them in 22 mag, but I think they're like a tactical version right there. You kind of look at this one. Now this does, I can't remember, I think the bottom part's aluminum, top part's plastic, or vice versa. Not quite as good as fit and finish as you think from CZ. I mean, yes, it's a pretty looking gun, but I mean, it's not quite the fit and finish you think for. There's this ramp rear sight right there, hooded front sight. It's not threaded, just a regular pencil barrel right there. This has got, I know it says, that's what it says. Actually, it's a Rory scope, a Rory. And this is a first focal plane scope. I think it's like a, I don't know if it's 30 or 34. It looks like maybe 30 millimeter tube on it. It's a 6 to 24 by 50 first focal plane scope. This one is not illuminated. Actually, it's not a bad scope. For when I bought these things, the last I seen, I've looked on Amazon a few times. I don't see them anymore, but it's not a bad scope at all. When these were going, when they first came out, pretty cheap. You ain't allowed to say anything, but I think today I probably got just under 200 bug bites on me, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, but so on some days, at the last there, they're like almost 400 bug bites were the thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna, I don't know. Let me see what I got here. I got some stuff. I got some Norma Match out here in Monarch and CCI Standard, but I'll let you look down in here too. Is where I always keep. I always come out with a whole box of goodies here, stuff, and see what we're gonna shoot right here. So let me set you up in the spotting scope here, and we'll get started here. Alrighty, guys. Now, if I remember right, I've shot bug hole groups with it before, not all the time, but I think it was with Ely Match. Got a little breeze coming out, kind of from my back on the right-hand side. Phone says 10 to 15 miles an hour, kind of comes and goes. Yesterday was like 25 mile an hour winds. I have a 5-round magazine in this thing right there. I do have a 25-round magazine, and I didn't have problems before, but I was having feeding issues with the last time I used that 25-round magazine. Try and find out where my target is. Oh, I gotta lower this down a little bit. Bipod. We're out here, and this trigger on this thing. Now the bad part, you think CZ has a decent trigger to begin with, and they have aftermarket triggers. Not for this gun right here. This trigger really kind of sucks. There is no aftermarket trigger for this, and I've taken this apart and see what I could do with it. So this is the first time I shot this in a long while. So, okay, on that second row there with the 5 targets right there, let's go for the one on the right there, the 4 target over. See where this hits at. Basically, it's kind of a hard pull, and it doesn't really have a good, crisp, where you can tell where it's going to break at. At least, probably the more you shoot it, the better you can do with it. Not looking good. Well, I got a lime right there. I'm going to come up a click. We'll load her up here again. And kind of give me an idea where they're. I'm going to stick with this ammo right here. Like I say, I'm pretty sure. You know, I sat on one of the old channels. We're actually got with. I'm pretty sure it was a match. A nice bug hole group. I'll get up in there. Where you at? Okay, I want to click, so let's go to that last. Target on the right. The sun's not in my eyes right now, kind of behind me, but it's shining on. Doesn't look like on the camera, but it's shining on the target really good. Trying to control that trigger. That's 5. I don't think I want to switch to the other anymore. I'm doing another group right there for giggles. And I'm going to go with that probably. So I don't know if I don't think I should go another. Maybe I should go. Let's go one more click up high, just for giggles. Probably too high. And we'll see how she does right here. And this got a nice little thin barrel in this thing too, So I'm always, with thin barrel rifles, they barrels start heating up and they start getting wonky on you. Ooh, I guess I didn't shoot. I didn't shoot the last one on there. I need one more in that group right there. Jeez, thought I shot it. 5. I put one more in that group. Okay, now let me put this back in the magazine. Okay, let's drop down a row, target on the left. What do you think, guys? Now, the previous target, the one on the right there, I forgot. You see that last one I shot there was a little high, but I already went up a click. I forgot about that. So, so not too bad for a semi-automatic. So, okay, well, I ain't gonna come back on this right there. Let me know what you guys think on this one, and let me show you. Yeah. Well, let me pause you here for a second. All right, guys. Well, you can see it does shoot pretty good, like I said, but it's just that trigger, doesn't really have a good crisp break on it. It's a little hard pull and stuff right there. No pick rail. You see it has a dovetail up there, so that's why I got dovetail rings up there. If you really want to, they make them Picatinny rails that hook to a dovetail on there. But you can see how small that barrel is right there on that thing. But she's pretty good with the Ely, the match. So your trial. You know, one thing I've been thinking about, we're getting. I don't know if you guys go and watch Kentucky Rimfire Hobbies on Friday nights. He has the basically a 22 target shooting round table right there. Guys come and talk about it and stuff. And they're talking about rear bags and stuff like that. And you know, I used to use a Caldwell bag on top of a brick. Now I've been using these Arkin bags right here, and they're not ideal either. So I want maybe I have to break down and buy me one of them Proctor bags. I don't know. Try to get some of the wiggle out, you know, in there. Alrighty, guys. You know, let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you next time.